How much? It was always the first question Becket asked when he arrived on the scene of an accident and started triage. What would this cost him? How much could he spare? Was it worth metering out the magic he had? Or should he hoard it against a greater future injury? People could usually heal on their own if he was willing to let them suffer. The man who lay limp at the side of the road in the woman's arms didn't look hurt, but Becket could feel the weak force of his life, the agony and exhaustion. Becket was as puzzled as his teammates by the couple's sudden appearance through the smoke, and the just as sudden cessation of all the wildfire in a 20-mile radius, though he'd at least had the advantage of feeling the wave of magic that swept the area. The man made Becket's instinct tingle. The woman was only human, but the man she was holding was a shifter and something else, something capable of fire suppression on a scope that Becket had never seen before. And he wasn't particularly skilled at it, Becket thought, because he'd exerted himself to his absolute limits, and his life itself was now barely clinging to his human shell. He'd nearly burned out his mind altogether. How much? He asked again. His unicorn considered, casting ahead in time. Not much, it finally said. If you are careful, and only give him a little shock, it might only be a few moments. Without it? His unicorn hesitated. I can't tell. He might find his way back. He might not. It would take a long time. How much would he miss a minute of his own life to assure someone else's? Becket exchanged a look with the fire chief and nodded. Thomas stood and started directing the rest of the crew out of the way. When he was sure that no one would see, he put his hand to the man's chest and let a tiny sliver of his unicorn's magic out, like a sharp blade slicing straight through into his heart. It was just enough to jolt him back together. Their joyful lovers' reunion was reward enough, Becket thought, when the man opened bleary eyes and tried to speak her name, Olivia.